Happy Lunar New Year, everyone!
새해 복 많이 받으세요, 여러분.
In honor of the Lunar New Year, Jin and I decided to drive 160 kilometers south to Austin, Minnesota, the home of Spam, to take you guys to the Spam Museum. Let's go check it out. Welcome to the Spam Museum. In Guam, they eat 16 cans per person per year.
Wow,
How many cans do South Koreans eat?
so many. 16 during holidays.
So this museum is all one floor, and we decided to start here in the history section. But before I tell you guys any history, I just wanted to give you all a quick reminder, you Koreans, a quick reminder of how Korea and Minnesota are actually connected, because many of you probably don't know. So first of all, Minnesota is the state with the largest number of Korean adoptees in all of the United States. Second of all, in the Korean War, Minnesota sent the largest number of soldiers to help support South Korea. And third, Spam. Minnesota is home to Spam, and South Korea is the country that eats the most amount of Spam outside of the United States. So there you go, 3 quick facts.
미네소타에는 한국 사람들도 많이 하는 대형 브랜드가 굉장히 많은데요. 3M도 있고, 베스트 바이, 타겟, 그리고 레드윙 슈즈. 그리고 제가 최근에 알게 된 사실인데 스타키 보청기가 저희 집 바로 옆 동네에 있더라고요. 그래서 되게 신기했어요.
Like a spample?
I was Spample. I love it. Your job is just the greatest in the world, isn't it?
It is fun.
Oh,
This is bacon flavored. Yep.
와우.
Ooh, it's warm too.
Yep.
Wow, I feel like I'm getting a luxury treat here. Very good. One's plenty, but there
One's
are other
enough?
flavors
There are 11 total flavors.
that you guys are actively serving.
Well, that we have here, yes.
So if I stick around long enough, I can try all 11.
Probably not.
How long would I have to stay here to try all of them?
We rotate them around you probably have to stay a couple days.
Couple days. Man, I don't know.
Come here
If
every day.
every day. What's your favorite flavor?
Hickory.
Hickory.
Yep.
Okay, now I'll have to try it out.
Yep.
Have you ever tried Korean one?
Like, is there Korean Spam? Special Korean Spam?
Maybe in Korea, but not here.
Not here.
I'm
mean-
from Korea, so
Yeah. I mean, spam is a big deal in Korea.
yeah.
It's about
it
a
is.
$300 million a year business.
Yep.
Wow.
Gift box that they make.
Yes. That's
And
very famous.
we had a young man here from Korea, and he said, if you want to get in good with your mother-in-law and father-in-law,
Exactly.
he said they do it at Thanksgiving and whatever your New Year is.
That's
Yes.
why we're here.
Yeah.
And those are the big times of the year that they do that.
This
And-
week is the Lunar New Year,
Lunar New Year.
and
Yeah.
Spam is the huge thing here
Yeah.
Yeah.
in Korea.
That's why we came here, because we wanted to just look at the museum in honor of Lunar New Year in Korea, since
Okay.
he's
yeah.
from Korea.
Well,
So
good. Right now at the plant, we're making 400 cans of spam a minute,
400 cans a minute.
Wow.
222,000 a day. And it's a 5-hour process. It's filled, the meat's put in the can, lidded, and then cooked, and then labeled. And there's only 14 people that run the whole spam department. That's
Only
how
14?
automated it is.
Wow.
So automatic.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So the Spam that's produced here, is that only for U.S. consumption, or is it also shipped like worldwide?
It's shipped pretty worldwide. We make spam in Korea.
Yeah.
Koreans licensed to make spam. We make spam in Denmark and in the United States. You can have another one.
It's a bacon taste, right?
It's a bacon, yep.
Growing up, I had so much spam.
Yeah, a
In
lot of
Korea?
spam.
Living in Korea, spam is like a fancy thing back in the day.
We know I was amazed.
Yeah.
Have
In the
you
United
tried
States.
a Korean creation with
No,
Spam
I
yet?
have not. We don't have any.
Did you give those little kids some?
Not yet. I haven't got that.
We pretty much
Can I get
ate all the
sip of it?
bacon.
No. This is, and it's good this way.
We don't have a Korean restaurant anywhere. And Rochester doesn't even have one that I know of. So it's hard to get.
I'll let you know if you open a Korean restaurant.
Yeah.
If you find one, you send a note here to the museum.
Are you getting spam
Send
for
it to
cheap?
Gary.
Gary, okay.
Are you getting spams for cheap?
Like, can you hook us up with a spam distributor to supply our Korean restaurant?
To be honest with you, we don't even get a discount.
Oh my gosh!
Well, enjoy your time. And like I said, if you have questions,
We'll let you know.
and I'll try to answer for you.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Gary.
Yep, nice seeing you.
You know, I thought it was so interesting that even he knew about the spam gift sets in Korea. Like, we're in the middle of nowhere in Minnesota. So interesting.
저분이 샘플로 주신 이 스팸을 제가 거의 한 4개째 먹는 중인데요. 이거 베이컨 맛인데 이거 굉장히 맛있어요. 미국 스팸 되게 짜다고 그랬는데 이건 그렇게 짜지 않은 것 같아요.
Good?
Yeah. Hint of bacon taste. 저는 스팸에 막 돼지 귀, 코, 막 머리, 두피, 목 이런 거 넣는 줄 알았는데 알고 보니까 어깨살이랑 엉덩이 살 딱 2개로만 만든 고급 햄이었어요.
How many spams tall am I?
20. Don't. No, don't do that. Lower.
Are you kidding me? Wait, 21. I'm 21 spam cans. How tall is Jin? It's because of his hair. He's got this palm.
Oh, don't press my hair down. My one spam hair. 제 키는 22 스팸이고 레이 키는 21 스팸이에요.
Liar,
제
liar.
머리가 스팸 하나라서.
Supporting our troops through Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf. I'm so weak. Oh. It says this is what it would have been like to hoist a crate of spam during World War II to feed our allies. Wow. Look at this. Only those who have eaten spam at dawn toasted on the end of a knitting needle at a bomb shelter amongst debris can really know how good spam is. So that quote really reminded me of how differently spam is seen in the US versus South Korea. Like, I think to many Americans, spam will always be associated with like an MRE or like wartime. But in South Korea, spam was there for many South Koreans during a lot of hard times. And now that South Korea is a rich country, spam is kind of a nostalgic food, even sold in fancy gift sets that you can give to your mother and father-in-law. It's just so crazy because in the US, I would never give a can of spam to someone as a gift. It's like almost insulting if I did that. But in South Korea, it's just totally opposite.
여기서는 이 편지가 굉장히 유명한데요. 아이젠하워 대통령이 왕년에 장군이었을 때 병사들이랑 스팸을 나눠 먹고 힘을 내서 전쟁에서 승리할 수 있었다고 감사 편지가 쓰여 있어요.
Wow, yeah.
I do. Thank you.
Teriyaki, I want to try teriyaki.
And that's just regular.
I'm eating a bunch of regular, so let's try this teriyaki. Pretty good.
이곳은 좋은 게 이렇게 걸어다니고 있으면 이렇게 샘플 주시는 사람들이 굉장히 많아요. 벌써 한 3번 정도 마주친 것 같아요. 이게 테리야끼 맛이래요.
I kind of like the bacon more when you.
진짜 달고 진짜 짜요. 베이컨이 더 맛있는 것 같아요.
I get to make some spam. How fast can I do it? We have to compete. Label, 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 label. Oh, the label's the hardest part. 14 seconds. Can you beat that? Uh-oh. No, that's not how you put a label on it. Are you kidding me? You think that's the right way to do it? You didn't start the oven. Jin's having some problems. I think he's gonna get fired from the spam factory. 20 seconds.
레이 너무 빨라요. 아.
I think we're in the country zone, the marketplace, where South Korea, Hawaii, China, Philippines. We're here. South Korea.
이곳 한국과는 여기 센서가 있는지 가까이 다가가면은 이렇게 가짜 스팸 튀기는 소리가 나요. 이게 스크린이에요, 스크린.
This is so cute because it says 진짜 spam 부대찌개. Apparently Jin said that in South Korea so many people were selling off-brand spam that the real spam factory got upset, so now they have to specially certify the spam in South Korea by adding 진짜 to the packaging. I keep seeing these spam bokkeumbap packages everywhere. I don't usually like my bokkeumbap with spam in it, but now I kind of have a craving. So, Jin, let's get some spam and let's make it later. Look at this spam fact. South Korea's spam product sales are the second largest in the world behind the United States. Wow. South Korea's population is like 1/6 of the US population, yet somehow South Korea has the second largest number of sales of spam. You guys are crazy spam addicts. How much spam are you eating every day, huh? Huh?
그런데 여기서 한 가지 주목해야 할 사실은 스팸이 한국에서 세계 2위로 많이 팔린다고 그러잖아요. 근데 한국에는 다른 런천 미트 회사들 엄청나게 많으니까 아마 그것까지 다 합치면은 한국인들이 런천 미트를 가장 많이 먹는 민족일 수도 있어요.
So honestly, I think one of the biggest culture shocks I had when I lived in South Korea is my very first year when I was working as a teacher. For Lunar New Year, I got one of these spam gift sets, and I thought they just gave me spam because I'm an American and they thought I'd like it, but I don't eat spam, so I just gifted my spam set to Jin, and Jin didn't eat it either, so he gifted the spam set to his mom, who liked it, I think. I never saw the spam sitting around our house, so
저도 엄마한테 그 많은 스팸 다 어떻게 하셨냐고 여쭤봤는데 김치찌개에 넣어서 맛있게 드셨대요.
even the gift sets have gold embossed font on them. So fancy, and they say Black Label. Wow. These go for like $80 in Korea. Sometimes. Especially if they've got the oil in them, they're fancy. So look at this. Spam. So cute.
Or army stew. All these restaurants.
One of my favorite meals.
You went there before.
In fact,
Yes.
There's the place.
Yes, I've been to all of them. Multiple times.
And goes very
We
well with
sat
the
there
spices
like
from
3
customer
times.
Yeah, we sat there.
In that exact
The
spot.
American ham is the perfect fusion food.
And it says here that in South Korea, starting in 1987, Hormel partnered with CJ to make a factory to produce spam in South Korea. And what we learned from the spam ambassador, Gary, was that there are very few spam factories in the world, but South Korea is one of the few countries that does have its own spam factory. Spam facts. Actually, something that I learned recently is that spam is becoming popularized again in the US thanks to Asian influence, like South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, and China all have their own unique dishes that incorporate spam. And now Asian American chefs in the US are incorporating spam even into their high-end cuisine. So it's becoming like a trendy food again, especially among us like millennials and Gen Zers. So there you go. Spam facts. Recipes. Come take a look.
Wow,
Oh, that's more like kimbap. That's the first one. Udejjigae, bibimbap. Do Koreans put spam in bibimbap?
Not that I know of. 여기 이렇게 보시면은 각종 스팸으로 만든 음식의 레시피들을 보여주는 모니터가 있는데요. 여기 이메일로 받아볼 수 있는 옵션도 있어요. I should send myself spam mail.
No, you. That was such a lame joke.
I'm gonna send Raye a spam mail.
No.
Raye.gmail.com.
Delete.
레이한테 스팸 메일 보냈어요.
하하하하.
Nice.
Can I work at the spam factory now?
Yeah. 이거 스팸 뮤지엄은 기념품 샵이 그렇게 볼만하대요. 그래서 거기 가보려고요. 와우.
You know, I came to the spam museum when I was a child, and my brother and I both got spam shirts. You want to get a matching spam shirt with me?
Yeah.
Couple spam shirts?
This. I want this spam chopstick.
You can use it, but I'm not kissing you if you use that. That's cute. Would your sister wear this? You think your sister would wear that one?
Yeah. There's spam cycling clothes.
Yeah, you want to cycle with spam? That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like if I had this in Korea, I'd be so trendy. I look like the spam factory worker.
저도 미국에서는 스팸 안 사 먹어봐서 모르겠는데 먹어본 사람 말로는 한국 스팸보다 이게 훨씬 짜대요. 그래서 이거 소금 적은 버전 사면은 맛이 비슷하다고 하더라고요.
Let me see.
저는 개인적으로 이거는 너무 달고 짜고 이상했어요. 근데 베이컨은 맛있더라고요. 이거.
I kind of like this hoodie.
Yeah, you should get it.
It's okay if I use your fitting room?
The door will lock behind you, so you can always just use
Oh wait. You're cute.
Do I?
Yeah, spam.
Spam. How about this spam
That's
fashion?
cute too. I think I like the hoodie more.
You like the
Let's
hoodie
get
more?
2 hoodies.
2 hoodies?
Yeah.
You have to find one that fits you.
Okay.
They have XXXXXXX large.
I'm not that
I'm
large.
just kidding. Okay, go grab one.
저는 엑스트라 라지로 가져왔어요.
It's looking a little tight.
No, it's not.
Don't ruin your hair.
머리 구멍이 왜 이렇게 작지?
Uh-oh. Your hair.
저는 미국에서 라지란 말이에요. 근데 얘는 좀 슬림핏으로 나왔나 봐요. 엑스트라 라지로 가야 될 것 같아요.
Are you gonna really buy this spam hoodie?
Yeah, it's cute.
So I found this instead. It's just a pullover and it looks very collegiate, like I go to Yale, but it just has spam. So I think it's kind of hilarious and it's like nicely stitched on here. I think I'm gonna get this one instead.
그리고 저는 이 스팸 캔으로 된 게 되게 멋있더라고요. 그래서 후디로 된 거. 저는 이거 사고 레이는 이거 살 거예요.
I should just embroider Korean here.
스팸.
I'm gonna do that. I can embroider it by hand.
스팸.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a custom spam
Yeah.
sweater. Cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's get it. It's kind of expensive. But good thing is this museum is free admission, so we can just think of these as like
Entrance.
the cost of admission at filming. So, you know, no big deal. Okay. I should just wear it from now on. I should just keep it on and ask at the register if I can just pay for it and just wear it out of the store. You too.
Me too. 저 계산하러 가는 중인데요. 입고 계산하려고요.
While we're wearing them? Of course. Do you need to scan the tag
We'll just
from back
take
here?
the tag off.
It doesn't work. I think it's broken.
I think you're just bad.
So we have $100, please.
Yeah, extra large.
You're walking home all the way to Minneapolis.
Bunch of stuff for you.
Thank you so much.
That's so sweet of you.
You're giving us because I'm from the second biggest
Yes,
fan
exactly.
place.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to try.
Yeah, go home and make yourself a tostino.
I can't wait. How exciting. I'll wear my spam sweatshirt too while I eat it.
And you had that on when you came in? No, did you just?
I just bought it.
Okay, because if you come in with a something spam on, you get a free can of spam, but I've already given you 2.
Oh, can I just walk out?
Now I know. Sure. Walk out of it and get more. What do you guys think of our spam shirts?
너무 귀엽고 마음에 드는 것 같아요. 평상시에도 입고 다니려고요.
Anyway, guys, we do have to hit the road now. It's 2 hours from our house to the Spam Museum and 2 hours from the Spam Museum back to our house. We spent the whole afternoon here exploring the museum, so we are pooped.
제가 여기 와서 놀랐던 거는 이 동네에는 한국 식당도 아무것도 없고 한국인도 거의 안 사는 걸로 알고 있는데 이곳 박물관에 가니까 한국에서 왔다 그러니까 저에 대해서 너무 많이 알고 한국에 대해서 되게 긍정적으로 생각하고 있어가지고 되게 기분이 좋았어요.
Also, I'm kind of curious, guys. If you're in South Korea and if you got Spam as your Lunar New Year gift, how do you feel? Because when I got a Spam set for Lunar New Year, of course I was grateful, but my Americanness set in and I just thought like, meat in a can for a gift,
With rice, with kimchi, Spam is delicious. You gotta try next time. Okay?
Yeah, I will when you make me kimchi bokkeumbap with Spam.
Okay, I'll make.
Or budae-jjigae with Spam. And kimbap with Spam.
저희가 공짜로 받은 스팸으로 한동안 맛있는 스팸 요리 해 먹어야 될 것 같아요.
Anyway, guys, I think we gotta leave you here so we can get back on the road, but hope you had a good time today and hope you have a wonderful, happy, fantastic Lunar New Year. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.